Here's our second installment of Chapter 8, Adding and Subtracting Polynomial, Chapter 8.1. I hope you have your notes ready to make notes and copy notes, whatever you have to do. Now, the topic of today is adding and subtracting polynomials. So we're going to talk about adding first. Here we go. Just like you add any numbers, for example, 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. You do the same thing when you are adding polynomial. But the only difference is you are only going to add if the polynomials are the same term. Remember that keyword, if they are the same term. Now here's the first example. Now look at this example. It says 12p cubed plus 11p squared plus 8p cubed. So which ones do you think look like the same term? Can you guess? I'm going to show it to you right now. So the ones in red are like term. It means the only ones that are going to be added, their coefficients are going to be added, are going to be the ones in red, which is 8 and 12. So we put them together and we add them and we get the answer. That's easy, right? So let's look at B. Now in B, the same thing. 5x squared minus 6 minus 3x plus 8. Can you see which are the like terms? You guessed it, very good. So the constants are the like terms because they are the same term. And we only add those and our answer is done. There is nothing you can do about it. That's it, done. Okay? So the final answer is going to be 5x squared minus 3x plus 8. Now here we are going to add and subtract, means that we're going to combine like terms. So look again. T squared 2s squared negative 4t squared and negative s squared. Which do you think are like terms? Then those ones are the ones you either add or subtract. In this case, the only like terms we have first are t squared and 4t squared. Okay? And then the 2s squared and the negative s squared, they get subtracted. Your final answer is going to be negative 3t squared plus s squared. Got it? Alright, moving on. Let's look at this one now. It is 10m squared n plus 4m squared n negative 8m squared n. Now, which do you think now are the like terms? Are you beginning to guess it now? I'm going to show you by color. You can see all of them are the same terms, all of them. Therefore, we combine the 10, the 4, and then of course we subtract the 8. And then the answer is 6m squared n. I hope this. Now here, my fancy one, take notes. Like terms are constants or terms with the same variable. So if they are constant, they are called same terms. If they have the same variable, raised to the same power, then they are called same term. Okay? I hope you took that note. Now here's your turn. I want you to do that. Pause the video, please. And here's your answer. Okay, let's do B, the same thing. Please pause the video. Okay, here's the answer. Good. Now, let's move. Try this one on your own, please. Okay, here's the answer. I hope you are getting all this correctly. Otherwise, please ask in class. Okay, D, the same thing. Pause the video, please. Very good. Here's the answer. Very good. Okay. Now, polynomials can be added in either vertical or horizontal. Vertical, horizontal. So far we were doing the horizontal ones. Now how about let's look at vertical. Vertical is straightforward. It's a little long, but it's the same thing. So if is 7x squared plus 9x plus 3. But when you are doing vertical, you have to align them correctly. Okay? In horizontal form, you Did you guess it? 4m squared and m squared are the same terms. 5 and 6 are the same terms. Okay, here's the in this case 10xy and negative 3xy are the same. Got it? Hope so. All right, let's look at this example again. Now we have 6x squared and negative 4x, negative 4y is going to be added to 3x squared plus 3y minus 8x squared and negative 2y. Now remember, I'm going to show you by color which ones are the same terms. Everything in red are the same terms, and everything in blue are the same terms. So to these, we are either going to add them or subtract them depending on the sign in front of the coefficient. Okay? And here's our answer. Fraction, so that freak you out, don't worry about it. So which one do you think are the same terms? 1/2 a squared and 3/2 a squared. Then we have b and 4b, and the constants are the same terms. Okay, so all we have to do is red gets added to red and blue gets added or combined to blue, and then green to green. And here's our final answer. Okay, there's a little warning I have to tell you. When you use an associative and commutative properties, because you're going to move things around, the terms, when you are doing the movement of the terms, the sign always follows it. It goes with it, so don't leave it behind. Many people will tend to leave it. Okay, here's one you can do on your own. So how about you try this one? Pause the video, please. Okay, here's the answer. Remember, the colors give you a little bit of help. And here's the answer. Now, to subtract, this is going to be a little bit confusing, so I want you to be very, very, very careful. To subtract polynomials, remember that subtracting is the same as adding the opposite. To find the opposite of a polynomial, you must rewrite the opposite of each term in the polynomial. I will explain now as we go along, okay? Now look at this one now. In the parentheses, we have positive 2x cubed minus 3x plus 7. Now, if there is a minus in front of it, everything becomes the opposite. So the opposite of 2x cubed will be negative 2x cubed. The opposite of negative 3x will be positive 3x. And the opposite of positive 7 becomes negative 7. So remember, you're doing the opposite. Just drill that in, okay? Here's an example. Now, the left side stays the same, but the right side is going to change. Opposite of 2x cubed is going to be negative 2x cubed. Now, we try to find something that the same term. Which ones are they? X cubed and negative 2x cubed are the same. So we subtract them. And when we subtract them, this is the answer we get. Is that clear? Okay. You can pause the video and understand it carefully. All right. How about the example? Now remember, the left side is going to stay the same, but the right side, all the numbers have to go the opposite. So in parentheses, the 5m to the fourth becomes negative 5m to the fourth. The negative 5m squared becomes positive 5m squared, and then the positive 8 becomes negative 8. Got it? That's what we did. Remember what we did, okay? Now, identify like terms and combine them. That's all we need to do. And this is our final answer. Okay? Here's more example. Now, which ones are we going to change? The left or the right? The right. Very good. So x squared becomes negative x squared. Negative 9 becomes positive 9. And here's the answer. Okay, we change them. Now combine like terms. They say these are easy as pie. Very, very good. I think you are getting it. Now, more example. Again, which one is going to change? The one on the right. Very good. So the one on the right, q squared will become negative q squared, and then negative 5 will become positive 5, and then we just find the same terms and we combine them. If there is no same term, we leave them the way they are. Okay, so the blue ones will be added together, and the black ones will be added together, and then that gives us our final answer. Now remember, where there is no number, you just put a 0 just as a placeholder. And our final answer is going to be 8q squared minus 3q plus 5. Now here's your turn. Pause the video, please, and do it. Okay, here's your answer. Did you get the answer right? 2x squared minus 2. Okay. Now we are done, and I would like you to pause the video now and do this quiz and see if you get them right. Please pause the video because I'm going to give you the answers. Okay, here are the answers. Pause the video, please, and make sure you correct them. Otherwise, when you come to school tomorrow, check with me and we'll go over it. Thank you. Bye.